Hi, Juliette. This is Daddy. It's May 9th, 2018. You can see what I'm shooting here. It's your beautiful drawing artwork in memory of your grandmother, which I had all my friends on Facebook have a look. I don't know if all of them had a look, but a lot of them had a look, and they left some comments. I'm not saying it because you're my daughter, but you are incredibly talented. You know. Uh, so, you know, how did I find Drill Dream? It would have been impossible, except that when I type your mother's name in, see if she put up anything, whatever, on YouTube, she linked this video, and once I saw the artwork, I knew it was you. I mean, there's no escaping your style, you know. And it also had the posted right there was the link to DeviantArt. Told me right where to go to see your art, and Tumblr as well. And even if you just Google Drill Dream and pull up images, you'll see all your art there too on Google. So it wasn't like I was doing some high espionage type of thing to try and locate you, but I think for a moment I was able to get you a message that I know really got to you. I know your mother thinks that I think that she's interfering with me having talking to you. Truth is, I don't know. I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything unless I'm absolutely sure that they're doing it. But it just seems that your mother could go a long way in resolving us getting back together. And if she wanted to, she would do that. Now, she writes an email to me for the first time since January, where I take the road of it's called Gray Rock. It's just non-communication, you know, because you know, she threatened to take me back to court if I went to the school, and it was just it was totally irrational, and I couldn't see any point in trying to reason with her at that time. Your turning 18 changed a lot of things. It means you're an adult. It means that your mother doesn't have custody over you as a child. You could walk out of your house tomorrow and get your own place. You have every right to. You have a right to vote. You have a lot of other rights as when you're 18 that you didn't have when you were 17. And I did reach out to you on your birthday. I tried to call you a couple times, and of course I didn't get any answer. And and I did keep calling you because I didn't want to freak out. I didn't want to frighten you, and I didn't want to run into any harassment charges that I'm sure Lori might have been, your mother might have been sitting on, expecting maybe she could use that. But, you know, I don't know. Let me read you the email she wrote me. Hi Lyle, Juliette has shared with me that you are trying to reach her in many ways. I see that you still think I am the person preventing her from seeing you. I am not blocking her. Fact is that she doesn't want to have a relationship. She's a little freaked out seeing you connected to her YouTube channel and other social media platforms. I told her it's from a father who wants to reconnect with his daughter. Nothing bad. But she gets upset at seeing so much in one day. I'd say to you to keep the messages simple, apologize for being insensitive, for using tough love since it backfired, for any and all the negative comments about her that squashed her self-esteem, for kicking her out twice. There, these are some of the things that still sting her. But do this slowly, a little at a time. Short emails, maybe one morning and one evening check-in, short and sweet. She's hurrying over things that were said and done. She's very sensitive about it. Keep things simple, short, easy reading. That's over 2.5 years ago that any of those things, if they happened, happened. And if they still upset you, the primary goal would be to use cognitive behavior therapy, which means confronting your fears by seeing me and resolving that anxiety. I mean, you might not be able to resolve it so easily with the kids at school, the teachers at school, other strangers in your life, but with me, that would be one thing that you could resolve. And that's why I do question how much your mother really wants you to get back with me. I don't know how you feel. You have never said to me face to face that you never wanted to see me again. You never even expressed that in any form whatsoever. So, until I hear it coming out of your mouth, looking into your eyes, that you don't want to see me anymore, it's not that I disbelieve your mother, but I can't believe anything without experiencing it. And if I experience talking to you and having you tell me that, then it will have a little bit more substance to it. Let's not forget the reason I went to preventive from seeing you for a year and a half was that your mother said I threatened to harm you or kill you two with a shotgun. She doesn't mention that here, but let's not forget that. That's why I was prevented from not talking to you or seeing you for for a year and a half, and that never happened. I never said that, And I hate to call your mother a liar, but she did. Now, did she feel? Do you lie sometimes because you feel you have to? Yeah, you do. But uh, if you take a look at that laundry list of things that she accused me of, I can't imagine anybody in this world imagining that those 6 things would be require my never seeing you again. It's so absurd that you can't make a case for it. There are murderers that see their children. There are rapists that see their children, albeit probably supervised, but they still see their children. And I love you. I never want to do any harm to you, and I have spent the last 2.5 years getting a hold of my anger and making sure I don't get angry at you or Lori, your mother, or anybody else anymore. And the only way that you can prove that is to demonstrate it, to be given a second chance. Juliette, if you did something wrong, wouldn't you like to be given a second chance? So why wouldn't you give me a second chance? I love you so much. My heart is broken from not seeing you. And I don't know, I have other things in my life right now that have suddenly become more important. I've got a very serious health problem, and I've got some very serious financial problems as well. And I hope one day this will be resolved and resolved in a way that will bring peace to all of us. And have to understand that I'm not this horrible person that did all these things to you. I just really, if you were so sensitive to these things, I just didn't know. You never talked to me or told me that. So, you know, everything she wrote there, I agree with. You know, I do apologize for all those things. I do apologize for everything that she says. And some of them are just so benign, they're just so simple and small that to for that to keep me away from you for 2.5 years or for the rest of my life, for your mother to spend all that money to take me to court, hire a fancy lawyer from Manhattan to do that, it just doesn't seem right. But at least the tone of this email she sent was civil. It was a lot nicer. Maybe it'll open the door, but like I said, I've got some very serious. My health is got some very serious issues, and so do my finances, and I've got to take care of myself. You know, I love you so much. I don't know how anyone can realize the heartache that I feel over not seeing you. So be good, have a good graduation, and keep up your beautiful art. I love you, Daddy.